We are live. Yes. Okay, let me see if a couple more people come in. All right, I'll give it a couple minutes. If not, I'm just going to literally talk as if people actually were in here. How do I see who's joined? I see someone is joined, but I can't actually see anything. I don't know if that's you, Brenda. All right, I'm gonna give it just a couple more minutes. Please be patient with me. This is my first live, so I'm still trying to work on figuring out how to even use this. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you comment in the chat, please? And let me know that you can hear me. Let me see. Okay, well, I'll just get started. No one has joined yet, but basically, um, I'm so excited. This is my first live on YouTube, and I'm just so excited to be here today and just to give an update. Hey, Brenda. Just give a little update on where I've been, and it's been a little over a year, I think, since I actually posted something on YouTube, and I just wanted to give an update where I've been and why I've been away, and just what's been going on in my life. So, basically, for those who may have not seen my videos yet, I am a life and mindset coach, and I do empower busy moms who are just struggling with creating balance, just being able to eliminate mommy guilt, to be able to walk in their power, just gain more confidence. Just while embracing that main character energy and just making time for themselves and making sure that they are a priority in them in their lives. So, just a little backstory about myself. Basically, I've been a coach for a little over 4 years now. I have created an actual program that's helping moms who are actually just going through this shows that I named before. Before I was just doing just coaching here and there, but then I decided to create a program because um, I felt that there were others out there been through what I've been through in the past and needed just some type of guidance and help, and just to create some type of communities that and understanding and just relatability to what they were going through. Um, Basically, I am a survivor of mommy guilt. I'm a survivor of self-sabotage and just being in a space in my life where I just did not know what I wanted to do, what I enjoyed. Um, I lost who I was. Actually, I can't say I lost who I was. I never really knew who I was because I was a young mother, raising a child alone. And, you just get right into mommy mode and you don't have that time to think about who you are, what you want, what your goals are, um, what you even enjoy in life. So I eventually had a situation that made me wake up and realize that I needed to figure those things out for myself. I just think I just hit rock bottom and I just really needed to start over and get my life together and figure out what the hell I just even wanted to do with myself. So basically I went into got my certification for life and mindset coaching. And basically what it taught me was just helping others and being more understanding, active and effective listening, and just literally being able to support in any way that I could, and just be more personable and understanding how to help others that were going through what I was going through as well. Um, so basically, um, this is also for women who, um, even after they gave birth to their children, no matter if they're married, single, young, older, um, there's this situations where they were suffering with feeling alone, isolated. Sometimes you can get so consumed in your own life, basically just laying around scrolling or just doing whatever you have to do, duties, taking care of your kids, and basically every responsibility that you have, but not being a part of just life. You're not being social with adults. It's just basically you're doing what you do every single day, and you just have no absolute just time for anything else. So you could lose friends. Um, Basically, or you don't have any support no matter if you have a partner or not. Sometimes you can just feel really alone and just get in that space where you just want to figure out what do you do to change this, because you want to get out of that space of just feeling alone. Yeah, literally just going through the motions, like Brenda said. um Also, you can just be even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you just may not have any type of privacy, and you just are in your own little bubble and have absolutely no me time. So I think I basically wanted to reach out because I knew that there's so many other people out there like me who are suffering with those issues, and they're real. And I think it's important for you to understand the importance of putting yourself first and prioritizing yourself. So basically, the title of this live was Why Moms Are Miserable. And not all moms are miserable. There's mothers out there who absolutely love being just a full-time mom, and just their whole life is wrapped around their children. And that's completely fine. But then there's also another set of mothers who are just seeking something different and need help to get out of that space that they're in, because they just can't go through it anymore. It can be depressing, it's very stressful, and it's just really hard to just deal with. So basically, I've been away because I created a 90-day program, and it's a one-on-one intensive program to where I meet with my clients once a week for 12 weeks, and we do it via Zoom. And I'm just basically helping them, holding them accountable, for them to show up for themselves. My clients who come to me, these are clients who are tired of just all the responsibilities that they have going on, just feeling just like they have nothing to go to, just feeling just exhausted just because they're doing everything else except for what they want to do for themselves. Um, you can feel resentful because you have friends who can still have a life, can go out and have drinks, can go to yoga, can just do whatever they want to do. Your spouse may not have as much a responsibility, or maybe you have a spouse who is bringing in all the income, and by the time that they get home, they still don't want to do anything. And you still feel responsible because they worked all day. So you don't want to have them come home and have to have all this responsibility after they did all of this hard work. So that creates resentment. You're just being stressed out because you just have all this weight on your shoulders and no one to delegate those responsibilities to. So it's just everything is just put on top of us as women and as mothers, and it can be very stressful. Just needing a break from your kids, your spouse, yourself, your life, everything is just like all, it could be just way too much going on at one time. Um, Also, you can feel guilty because you could be tired, exhausted. You can get angry and take that out on your children because they just happen to be there, but you're just so tired and exhausted, and you literally just take it out on whoever is there. So that can cause guilt. If you want to go out after not going out for a while and leaving your children, that can also create guilt because you feel like you should be there with them because they're your responsibility. Um, I'm not sure if there's any of you out here, even though no one's really joined, if there's anyone out here who is actually on their journey to their full potential and to prioritize themselves. If you're already on your journey, or if you're trying and looking to start that journey, that could be something that this conversation could definitely interest you, and it could be something for you. But the time could be now to embrace your main character energy. So. Um, Basically, some stuff that I have created in my program, uh, things that we work on, we set goals. So basically, what is something that you want to work on that you just haven't had time to do? If you don't know what your goals are, but you know that you do want to create some type of achievement in your life, we can figure what that is and try to set up steps to create those. Um, Also, we're going to create time management practices. So basically, this consists of block scheduling, creating a morning and night routine. This will get you on track to things that you need to do and get you prepared for the next day. And then your morning schedule is to make sure that you're honoring yourself and what you want to do to get you started and prepared for the day to make sure that you're able to get those goals accomplished. Also, and just say if prioritizing your needs. Say if you have 7 things that you need to do today. Realistically, you might be only able to do 3 of those. So instead of doing all 7, you want to prioritize, but regardless of what those priorities are, you need to make sure that at least one of those have to do with you, and uh, basically prioritizing yourself and making sure that you're honoring your needs. Um, Another one is limiting self-sabotage. This is something that is extremely important, and I do notice that a lot of my clients do go through this. They may know what they want to do, but basically they're afraid of their greatness, or they really don't know what to do, so they just fall back into old patterns. But limiting self-sabotage basically is removing negative self-talk, and you need to make sure that you're paying attention to how you're talking to yourself when you have those negative thoughts going on. Try to be aware and stop those thoughts before they become a bigger problem. And then from there, basically what you're doing is just being more you're just stopping those and making sure that you're kind of switching those over and making those into positive self talks that you're having with yourself so that you can actually accomplish the things that you do want to accomplish. Another thing that we go through in the program is saying no and meaning it. Basically, you know how you can just always be so just drained because you done did everything. You're saying yes to people. You're saying yes to, I'm going to take you there, or I'm going to show up for this event, or I'm going to do this and do that. And then you really don't want to do it. So instead of feeling guilty about that, just basically set healthy boundaries, say no and actually mean it, and be okay with with meaning it, and everyone else has to be okay with you saying no, and that's just what it is. Like, you have to be so good within yourself that you're understanding that you can't do it, and you're not going to deplete yourself because you're trying to make someone else happy. So just let it go and just be okay with saying no. Also, we practice self-love. Self-love consists of daily affirmations, just self compliments that you're giving to yourself, letting you know that everything's okay, knowing that you're able to do whatever you want to do and that you put your mind to, just making sure that you're aware that if you just keep on affirming that those things, and you'll just begin to, you get so used to it, and it just becomes a habit and a routine that you begin to believe it, and it becomes life for you, and it becomes a reality. um, Basically, also, caring and honoring your needs, and that kind of goes with saying no, where you're saying no, you're meaning it, and you're actually being okay with your decision, and you're not feeling that guilt behind your decision that you made for that time, whether that's with dating, whether that's with friends, and you don't want to really go out, but you want to end up staying home because you need that self-care. You have to say no, and you have to be okay with that. Sometimes people don't even really be that disappointed in your decision. I think it's more of what we think that others might feel versus just honoring what we actually believe and just sticking to that and being okay with it. Um, Also, we try to work on and do different exercises to create a healthier mindset. We will do mental rehearsals where we'll get you realize the mental state that you're in now, and then try to get you into um, a better mindset to the life that you do want to live, and to get you to a point where you're seeing that end result of the person that you do want to become. We also would do tapping exercises. Basically, tapping is where you're focusing on negative emotions. That can be fears, anxiety, a bad memory, unresolved problems, just anything that's bothering you in general. And then what you'll do with that is, just while you're doing tappings in different areas of the body, you're basically concentrating and accepting uh, the negative energy that you're in, negative emotion that you're feeling, and then your body will just restore just balance, basically, to where you're getting rid of all those negative energies. You're feeling and understanding where they're coming from, and then you're overcoming them. Also, something else that we work on that's huge is self-awareness. Self-awareness is, for us, that we basically, with my clients, I help them to pay attention to everything, take a step back, understand where they're at mentally, and how they react to things. Like, how do you react to stress? Do you get angry and become combative? Do you shut down? Do you overeat? Do you not eat at all? Basically, also something that I feel is different from any other program that I've ever experienced, or even just off of research. Another self awareness that we pay attention to is, what are you putting into your body? Some people don't realize what you're eating will dictate your mood, the dreams that you have at night, just anxiety that you may have throughout the day, your emotions. It just counteracts with everything in your life, and people don't understand how important it is. So during that self awareness time, we get a chance to break down through that session to just figure out what's going on, and what you're eating, and what you're putting into your body, and why you're putting it. Why are you putting it in your body? What is your feeling? What is your emotion around your eating? Um, Also, an important thing that I did notice with the self awareness is also how you um, just, because this is a program where you're working on yourself and trying to achieve goals. So with achieving goals, of course, comes accountability and also comes support. So, how do you need to be supported? How do you feel like you can be supported in the way that you need to be supported? If you've never paid attention to that, you won't know. For example, for me, I like someone who can just basically give me words of encouragement or basically just show interest and ask about my goals or what's going on in my business and where do I plan on going and just basically showing interest and asking questions. That's my form of support. But I also get very I wouldn't say defensive, but I just don't take it very well when someone is pushing me or bringing up, "Oh, why didn't you do this?" or "Aren't you supposed to be doing this?" It kind of comes off like very like it's an attack, and then I can become very defensive, and I don't really see that as support to me. So I think it's important to know what support looks like specifically for you, so that when you ask for support, you can let them know exactly the support that you need versus them giving you the support that they think that you may need. So basically, also something else, results that my clients have been getting so far from doing all those different assessments and exercises. Um, Basically, they understand by the end why it's so important to work on yourself, why it's so important to make yourself a priority, because it's just a sense of you see the results once you start working on yourself. So the reason why I want to backtrack, the reason why I even call um, this live, why mommies are miserable, is because sometimes you're so consumed in not putting yourself or even knowing that you are even a priority, and you just get so consumed in your everyday life and you're just on zombie mode. You're not paying attention to what you're doing. You're just literally just living life. And it's like the best way I can explain it is like Groundhog Day, where you just wake up and you do the same thing over and over again. And it gets to the point where it's like, didn't I already do this? But literally, it's one of them situations where it's like, this will be the story of my life if I don't change this. I have to find and create happiness in my life, or I literally will be miserable. I will resent my friends. I will resent my husband. I will resent my children. I will resent anyone who is finding happiness in their lives because I'm not. So you'll have that feeling of just loneliness and just trying to find a way to get out of that miserable feeling because you're just tired of living that lifestyle. You know what I mean? So basically, once we work together for those 12 weeks, the results that my clients start to see is a sense of just freedom. They see the ability and so much opportunities that they have in just their lives when it comes to um, career, when it comes to home life, when it comes to your interests and what you like, because you're putting the work in and you're starting to put yourself first. So you know the things that you like and what you enjoy. And I always say, if mommy's not happy, nobody's happy. So we have to make sure that we're literally putting ourselves first, because if we don't put ourselves first, like, and putting everybody else ahead of us, it's never going to be all around good situation, because the moms are the foundations of the household. So if we're not happy and we're stressed out, the whole house is going to feel it, and the whole house is going to be like that as well and feel that. So also they can develop um, main character energy. Main character energy is believing in yourself, knowing your worth, feeling empowered, and just knowing that you can be whoever you want. You can live the life that you want, and you don't have to feel guilty about it. So there's basically, you're feeling guilt free. Basically, you're able to start checking off the goals that you already set out to set. And once you set those, you're going to have a whole nother set of goals to achieve at that point, because your mindset is going to be so different at this point. You're going to understand what you're capable of. You're going to believe that you're capable of doing it. And at that point, you'll be able to get a whole nother set of just goals, and your whole mindset and just your perspective on life is going to shift completely, because you're working on your mental health, your mental stability, uh, getting rid of all of that negativity that you once had. It's opening your mind to just everything that you didn't even think was even a possibility because your mindset wasn't even there at that time. Also, basically, you'll gain a sense of just confidence. You'll have so much confidence in yourself once you start working and putting yourself first that, as I stated before, you'll be guilt free, but you'll be so empowered and just realize that what you say and what you want goes, and you won't feel any type of way about explaining that to people and making sure that they are honoring that. So it's just a sense of just, as I said before, just freedom. Like you don't have the stresses of what other people were thinking about you and just how they might feel. But it's like a sense of selflessness. Sometimes people think selflessness is like basically just taking care of other people, but selflessness doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be this bitch who just only focuses on yourself and you're just worried about your needs. Like you can still help people, but you need to help people in your way. You need to help people after you done helped yourself, and after you done set those healthy boundaries, help people with what you can help them with, and be okay with that. So also something else that results that my clients have gotten is just being able to see balance with their professional and their home life at work, no matter if you're a business owner, no matter if you're just if you work, if you're a stay-at-home mom, no matter what that is, you're finding balance to where you're able to work on yourself, but you're also able to show up at home, show up at work, and just make sure that you are being your authentic self, but being able to do it all, but in a way that you're not feeling depleted, and also in a way where you're still making sure that you're honoring yourself first, and then whatever is left is what you're able to help others with. So I just think that it's also just realizing that your life doesn't have to end because you had a child. I think society always kind of makes moms feel bad, like, okay, you're a mom now, so you should be basically just living for your kids. You should stay at home. You should be just living a certain way. And I don't think that's necessarily true. Sorry. I don't think that's necessarily true because at the end of the day, before your kids came, obviously you're not going to be twerking on your social medias and things like that. Now, if that's what you do, that's your preference, whatever, that you go ahead and live your life. But the thing about it is, what I'm saying is, you can still be you, and you can still be that funny, outgoing, go getter, um, boss bitch, whoever you feel like you are. You can still be that and be a mom, and still you can turn it on and turn it off. But it's all about honoring who you are and what you want out of life, and still being a great mother in the process. Um, One thing that I am really proud of with my program is that I feel like it provides habits that last, and not just some quick fix that you're going to just work on throughout the program. And then once you're done with the program, you just go about your life and go back into those old patterns. These are actually habits that are going to last and that become your way of life. This is the way that moving forward, that you won't be able to move backwards because you only know this new you. And I think that that is beautiful, because I just think it's so important to just create change to where you're implementing the change. And also you can be a great example and role model for your children, not just your daughters, but your children in general, to know what a strong woman is like, to know that, okay, my mom, she took care of us. She did everything that she needed to do. And she also was, I just remember her always being happy. I always remember her being um, just silly and always just being herself. Like, you want to be known for those instead of being stressed out and always upset and anxious and tired and stressed. You just want to show them that there is a different life out there. And it's not just for moms. Like, you can implement that with your children to let them know that they can be priorities in their own lives, and be able to um, be focused and aware of how they're treating others, being kind to others, and making sure that they know how they're talking to themselves. Personally, me being a mother of a toddler, you don't really realize until you are a mother how early just negative self-talk and just like lack of confidence and just shame and guilt, how early that starts. So if you can actually start implementing that in your life and start actually teaching it to your children and showing them the way of life and letting them know that it's okay to not feel guilty about certain things, not to have shame about a reaction that they may have had or a feeling that they may have had, this can create generational just change and our families to move forward because now we know our parents didn't know a lot of this. So it's just like you're able to pass this down and to show them that they can be who they want to be and just honor themselves and just have that confidence and just be that main character in their lives no matter what. So then they can continue to just pass it down and pass it down. It's just like I always say, it's like a ripple effect. One thing in your life, say you start working on your mindset. You work on your mindset will open your eyes to a whole nother set of just things that you want to work on. This could be, like I said before, it can change your life where it comes to your finances. This can come to an opportunity where you might not have really paid attention to before, but now you have a different work opportunity because now you have a different perspective on life. And this is something that you now know that you're interested in that you didn't know you were before. So I just think that it's just a ripple effect and it eventually creates abundance in your life all around. So basically, that's a majority of what my program is about, and where it comes to my clients as well, and what the results that they have seen and experienced. Also, just what they go through without the program and what they work on with themselves and what to expect. Um, what I see for the future, I plan on at least by the end of the year. I do want to launch my course. This will basically be just various video lessons and trainings on daily practices. Now, daily practices will be everything that I discussed in my program, but it's basically just also being showing how to be consistent and to constantly show up for yourself. Um, basically not giving up. And that's also comes with consistency. It's just basically figuring out what you want. We're going to go for it. You're going to be held accountable for it. And you're going to not give up. Even when you do feel like giving up, even if you're tired, you just don't want to do it. Basically, it's going to show you ways and just exercises on how to just stay consistent and to continue to show up for yourself. Um, understanding what you want, knowing what you want, and going for what you want, and also just finding out detailed steps on how to get that and how to achieve that. Achieving to know what you want and to get what you want. Also, a huge one is stepping out of your comfort zone. Stepping out of your comfort zone and staying out of your comfort zone. Sometimes when it comes to the next step and the next phase of your life that you're not aware of and you're not comfortable with, sometimes we can just revert back to old patterns, to old habits, and just go back to what's comfortable just for the fact that it's just easy. And I would prefer to stay comfortable because it's like, why not? But um, in my course, I want to show basically a breakdown of obviously being aware of the reality of what staying in your comfort zone results in, and also what the results of stepping out of your comfort zone and what the differences are and what the results will be of you stepping out of your comfort zone, staying out your comfort zone and showing up and being you and just living this life that you have been wanting and be able to create that life that you want. And lastly is about accountability. Working with a coach is extremely important. Having a friend or having a partner who um, is in a similar situation where you both are on the same journey, whatever it is, whatever you need to be held accountable and to show up for yourself is important. So I'm going to talk about that a lot as well because I think that's something that's going to get you to the next step. You can't do it alone. You need a team. um, you need someone to make sure that you're showing up and that you're not reverting back to just being safe. And I think accountability is huge. So I definitely want that to be part of the course as well. So basically, I just wanted to explain and just give an update of what I've been working on since I've been away. I just want to let everyone know that I'm here to help. If there's any mothers out there who have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me, to comment, and just let me know what you may need help with. If you're interested in any type of feedback, if you need any type of help in any situation, that I'll be there to help in any way that I can. I just want to thank um, people came in and out. So just thank anyone who has actually joined this live today. As I stated before, this is my first one. I am proud of myself for even doing this, but I just wanted to basically just let you guys know what I've been working on, because I think I'm really proud of my program and just the results that my clients have been getting. And I think there's so many other women out there who have struggled with these struggles and obstacles. And I feel like I can be such of a help in any way that I can. So, if any of you are interested in working with me, or if you know anyone who may be interested in working with me, if you have any more questions, please check the description box below with my contact information, and you can reach out to me. And from there, um, we can get in contact, and we can either just have a little small chat, or we can do like a one-on-one, just 30-minute free consultation call, whatever is best for you guys. But yes, thank you so much. And yes, any information, just definitely check the description box below, and just reach out to me if you have any questions. Also, if there's any videos that you've seen before that you might want me to go deeper in detail, or if there's anything that talked about my program that you might want to see me make a video of, please comment below and let me know. I would definitely take any suggestions, and I will get those videos out to you as well. So yes, all right. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Okay, supposed to stop.